Well, of course, a creator who is also a performer has mixed emotions about such things. On one side, you're delighted that the book is selling and that people are enjoying your work and getting pleasure out of it. On the other hand, you're kind of sorry now that a whole bunch of other people will be doing the stuff that you used to do. So, but I'm pretty much retired now, so I don't worry too much about that anymore. So overall, I'm pleased that the book is done so well. Well, I mean, the book is comprised of sort of three or arguably four categories of things. Um, there are a lot of tools in the book. There are a lot of things that are not performance pieces in and of themselves, but are tools, I think, improved tools for doing many of the things that we do. Deck stacks, for example, marked decks, a variety of things. So there's that. Then there are performance pieces, traditional, what you would expect in a magic related book. Um, and then there's a lot of philosophy. There's a whole section on what I call musings on various topics relating to magic, psychic entertainers, and the like. Um, and then finally, there's a bunch of contributed effects by friends of mine. So it depends a lot on what you're looking for in the book. I mean, I would suggest starting at the beginning and reading through it. And if a particular chapter gets a little deeper than you wanted to get on that particular subject, then move on to the next chapter or the next section in the book. Um, but I mean, I obviously have my favorite pieces scattered throughout the book, but I think in general the best way to read it is really just to start at the beginning and go through. If there were one item in the book that I had to use for the rest of my life and not be able to do anything else, it would be the natal square because I think it's like the perfect interaction piece. It's the perfect way to interact with an audience member. It's a one-on-one piece primarily. I mean, there can be others around, but it's basically between you and a participant. But it's perfect. It leaves them with your business card. It gives them an indication of the kind of thing that you're able to do. If you're a reader, it's a basis for doing quick readings, but you don't have to do that. So that would be the one. If you were like a magician and you were going to your local magic club meeting, then I would recommend probably Menelog or Spoiled for Choice. Both of those are real magician foolers, as we say in the biz. Very difficult to figure out how they worked, and sufficiently different from anything else that they may have seen that they're not likely to have any clue as to what's going on. And then, of course, if you're looking for stage pieces, um, there's a piece for which I'm very well known, which is The Real Thing, which is my take on a Bruce Bernstein effect, but completely revamped the methodology, making it, I think, a great deal stronger, and less likely to be figured out by astute audience members. So those are the ones that come to hand. I mean, if you're a reader, there's Xenomancy, and if you're just into cards and stuff, there's all kinds of really interesting stacks. There's a lot of good stuff on Magic Squares that I'm really proud of, but whether or not that works for your persona is clearly a decision that you have to make.